So we continue with method 2 here. What we do here is we take the LCM. LCM here is 7 plus root 5 into 7 minus root 5. Okay. Now see, we are getting a very convenient LCM here. Okay, we are getting LCM of the form a plus b into a minus b. Okay. So that is why even if you take the LCM, your method will still be not be too difficult for you. But the problem is if you did not have the denominator of the form a plus b and a minus b, then what would you have done? Then this method would have become a problem for you. Okay. So that is why I always prefer the first method. Okay. So you understand the difference between the first and the second method. Because you have the denominator in the form a plus b into a minus b, it does not matter whether you take the LCM or you rationalize separate. Okay. So now let's see what happens. You have an LCM as 7 plus root 5 and here you have 7 minus root 5 in the denominator. So that means in the numerator you have 7 plus root 5, and when you are taking the LCM, because you have 7 minus root 5 here, you get another 7 plus root 5. Yes? Any problem with this step? Anyone? Minus. Now you see you have a 7 plus root 5 here in the denominator. And you have 7 plus root 5. So what is left here? You have left 7 minus root 5. So this 7 minus root 5 we'll write first. And then because I have 7 plus root 5 here, 7 plus root 5 here, this is left. So this is the one that I will write again here. 7 minus root 5, which must be equal to a plus 7 by 11 root 5. Let us write it as 7 by 11 root 5 into b. Okay. Next here in the numerator we have 7 plus root 5 whole square minus, and here we have 7 minus root 5 whole square. And in the denominator we have a plus b into a minus b form, which is a square minus b square is equal to a plus 7 by 11 root 5 b. Next, in the numerator, you expand by a plus b and a minus b whole square formula. So this is a plus b whole square formula, a square plus twice a b plus b square. And here, because I have a minus sign here, you must be very careful to introduce curly brackets. Expand first, then we'll open the brackets. So a square minus 2ab plus b square divided by a square minus b square. Or you can simplify it also. Simplify it. 49 minus 5. So 7 square is 49 and root 5 square is 5. And this must be equal to a plus 7 by 11 times root 5 into b. And now therefore in the next step, you will have 49 plus 7 into 2 is 14. So 14 root 5 plus 5. Okay. Minus. Here you have a 49 and then you have a minus 14 root 5 plus 5 divided by 49 minus 5 should be 44 is equal to a plus 7 by 11 times root 5 b. Now you simplify the numerator. 49 plus 5 will give you a 54. 54 plus 14 root 5 minus, again in brackets you have 54 minus 14 root 5 divided by 44 is equal to a plus 7 by 11 root 5 b. Okay, so in the next step, you open the brackets in the numerator. 54 plus 14 root 5 minus 54 plus 14 root 5 divided by 44 is equal to a plus 7 by 11 root 5 into b. Now what happens? Plus 54 minus 54, they cancel. So what you simply get is 14 root 5 plus 14 root 5. So 14, you can take root 5 common and you can add up 14 to get 28 root 5. Root 5, 14 plus 14 divided by 44 is equal to a plus 7 by 11 root 5 b. And so you have 28 root 5 by 44 is equal to a plus 7 by 11 root 5 b. Now we can cancel with 4 here. 4 7, 4 11. So you get here 7 by 11 root 5 simply you are getting on the right hand side, and on the left hand side. On the right hand side you are getting a plus 7 by 11 root 5 b. Just as earlier, just as in your method 1, this can be written as 0 plus 7 by 11 root 5 into 1, a plus 7 by 11 root 5 into b. So equating the rational and the irrational part separately. We get a is equal to 0 and you get b is equal to 1. That's it. Okay. This is number 9, but remember number 8 also in your exercise can also be done in exactly similar manner. The way this is number 9 is done. Okay. So you can work out number 8 exactly in the similar manner. The question here is for number 9, if x is equal to 1 minus root 2, find the value of x minus 1 by x to the power of 4. That's the question. We start by saying given the value of x is given to be 1 minus root 2. Okay, so now we proceed to find out the value by putting the value directly. So therefore, what will be x minus 1 by x? X minus 1 by x will be, x here is 1 minus root 2 minus 1 minus root 2. Okay, so we find out the value of x minus 1 by x first. Then we can raise it to the power of 4. Okay, so x minus 1 by x here is 1 minus root 2 minus 1 minus 1 by root 2. But this part, if you see, this part has irrational number in the denominator. Okay, so we'll rationalize the denominator of this part. So we have 1 minus root 2, put it within brackets, minus, and you rationalize the denominator of this part. So what should you multiply the denominator of this part by? You can multiply it by 1 plus root 2, which is your rationalizing factor. You multiply the numerator by and denominator by 1 plus root 2. You get 1 plus root 2 into 1 minus root 2, right? Multiplying the numerator and denominator of the fraction by 1 plus root 2, because 1 plus root 2 is the rationalizing factor. Next, what we get here is this 1 minus root 2 we write as it is. And here now we simplify the numerator and then the numerator and denominator. The numerator has nothing to simplify. We simply simplify the denominator because numerator is already in simplified form. So this is a plus b into a minus b, so which is a square minus b square. Okay. Next, 1 minus root 2 minus numerator as it is. And in the denominator, what we are getting here is 1 minus 2. So now we have 1 minus root 2 minus 1 plus root 2 by 1 minus 2 is minus 1. Right? So you have a negative sign in the denominator. So you take that negative sign in the numerator. So first part you write as it is, and you have a minus after that. You give a curly bracket. Because you have a negative sign in the denominator, you are taking it to the numerator. You have minus 1 plus root 2. So negative sign in a fraction, you know whether you write the negative sign in the denominator or the numerator. It's the same thing. Okay, so I simply carried the negative sign from the denominator to the numerator. So this becomes 1 minus root 2, and this 2 minus combined to give you a plus sign. And since you're opening the brackets also, this plus sign will become a negative sign. Okay, or you can say this plus minus and plus combined to give you a negative sign. So now what happens? What are you getting? So here, when we are multiplying here, just see there is a small mistake that I have made. That 1 minus root 2, you have 1 plus root 2, and you have minus 1 plus root 2, and you have a minus 1 here, right? So this will be, the mistake here is that 1 minus root 2. Now what you do here is you keep the minus sign here, okay? And what you do is you introduce the minus sign inside. So how much do you get? Minus 1 minus root. Okay, because you have, let me write this step once again for you. One minus root 2, and we are carrying the negative sign to the numerator. So we write this as 1 plus root 2. But you see there are two negative signs here. One negative sign is outside this curly bracket, right? And one negative sign is inside this first bracket, right? So we first open the first bracket. So 1 minus root 2, 1 minus root 2, okay, and minus, you have minus 1 minus root. Okay, so we have opened the first bracket. Let us keep the curly bracket so that you identify the brackets. Okay, this. So I've opened the first bracket inside. Now I will open the curly brackets. 1 minus root 2. So when I open the curly bracket, this minus sign, because there is a minus sign here outside this curly bracket, this minus sign becomes a plus sign, and this minus sign also becomes a plus sign. So what happens is this minus root 2 and plus root 2 cancel. So you simply get a 2. So what you see is that x minus 1 by root x, this value, what have we got? We have got this value equal to 2. So therefore, x minus 1 by x, we have got the value as 2. So that means we have to find out the value of x minus 1 by x to the power of 4. So x minus 1 by x to the power of 4 must be equal to 2 to the power of 4. And what is 2 to the power of 4? 16. And that is your answer.
Sir,
Tell me.
sir, I have not understood. What did you say?
Which one? Tell me which one.
Sir, the starting one, therefore x minus 1 by x.
So you see x, what is x minus 1 by x? We started here, right? X minus 1 by x. What have we got? The value of x minus 1 by x equal to 2, isn't it? Yes, tell me. For number 11, the question here is if p is equal to 2 minus root 5 divided by 2 plus root 5 and q is equal to 2 plus root 5 divided by 2 minus root 5. Find the values of first question is p plus q. The next one is p minus q. Third one is p square plus q square. And the fourth one is p square minus q square. All these you have to find out. Okay. So let us start the solution is, now remember, given what are the values of P and Q given? We start with the value of P. P here is 2 minus root 5 by 2 plus root 5. You see that the denominator here is irrational. So we rationalize the denominator. Okay. How do we rationalize? Multiplying the numerator and denominator by the rationalizing factor. And what is the rationalizing factor of 2 plus root 5? It is 2 minus root 5. So we multiply the numerator and denominator by 2 minus root 5. Okay. So once we have multiplied the numerator and denominator by 2 minus root 5, in the numerator you get 2 minus root 5 square divided by this denominator is a plus b into a minus b. You get 2 square minus root 5 square. So now simplify the numerator and denominator. First numerator has to be simplified by a minus b whole square formula. A square minus 2ab plus b square divided by denominator is 4 minus 5. Okay, so if you see you are getting a negative denominator. So you can take the minus sign to the numerator. But before taking, let us simplify the numerator first. So 2 square is 4 minus 4 root 5. Root 5 square is 5 divided by minus 1. So you get in the numerator you are getting 9 minus 4 root 5 by minus 1. Now we take the negative sign to the numerator. So you get minus 9 minus 4 root 5. Which is, now if you open the brackets, it simply becomes 4 root 5 minus 9. Okay, this is the value of P. Also, what was the value of Q given? The value of Q given here was 2 plus root 5 by 2 minus root 5. Now again, the denominator of Q is irrational. So we rationalize it by multiplying the numerator and denominator by 2 plus root 5. Because the rationalizing factor of 2 minus root 5 is 2 plus root 5. Now we'll simplify. You have in the numerator you have 2 plus root 5 square, a plus b square type you are getting in the numerator, and in the denominator you have a square minus b square. Okay, so now a plus b whole square, this is a square plus twice a b plus b square divided by, you have 2 square is 4 and root 5 square is 5. So now this is Nandini, you come log in once again, okay? Join the meeting once again if you can't see the screen. So this is 4 plus 4 root 5 plus 5 divided by 4 minus 5 is minus 1. Again, you have a negative sign in the denominator. So what you do here is you simplify the numerator first. You get 9 plus 4 root 5 divided by minus 1. Now you take the negative sign to the numerator. Take the negative sign to the numerator, you get minus 9 plus 4 root 5. Because here I had a bracket. So therefore, it becomes minus of 9 plus 4 root 5. This is, and this is, you open this bracket, you get minus 9 minus 4 root 5. So we've got the value of P as well as the value of Q. Now we shall find out all the other values. The question. The first question here is to find out the value of P plus Q. So let us find out the value of P plus Q. Number 1, P plus Q. Now put the values. What is the value of P that we have found out? The value of P after rationalizing denominator we have found out to be 4 root 5 minus 9. So we put it. 4 root 5 minus 9. Okay. And the value of Q we have got after rationalizing denominator is this. So put it. Minus 9 minus 4 root 5. And now we can simplify. This is 4 root 5 minus 9, and you have minus 9. Because you have a plus sign here, this sign will not change. This will remain minus 4 root 5. Now this plus 4 root 5 minus 4 root 5 will cancel. You simply get minus 18. So this was P plus Q. The second is P minus Q. P minus Q exactly similarly we work out, except that we'll give a negative sign in between the two expressions. Okay, so you get 4 root 5 minus 9 minus 9 minus 4 root 5. Okay, so now you open the brackets, 4 root 5 minus 9, and because we have a negative sign here outside this bracket, the signs will change. So minus 9, from minus 9 it will become plus 9, and minus 4 root 5 will become plus 4 root 5. So what happens here? Plus 9 minus 9 cancels. So you get 4 root 5 plus 4 root 5. So root 5 times 4 plus 4, which is 8 root 5. This was the second part. Third part is P square plus Q square. Now this is a little interesting. P square plus Q square. If you want to find out P square plus Q square, we'll actually square. The better way is, if you remember, we have already done that. We have already found out here P plus Q, P plus Q, right? So we will use this. You know that A plus B whole square is A square plus B square plus 2AB, isn't it? This is what you know. If I transpose this to this side, what will happen? I will get A plus B whole square minus 2AB is equal to A square plus B square, right? So you're getting A square plus B square is equal to A plus B whole square minus 2AB. Now this is what we are going to use here. Okay. Okay. If you're taking science in future, you'll be expected to remember this actually later on. But if you remember this right now, it will be good for you. So the way I'm going to use this now, P square plus Q square therefore can be written as, from here, if you see, it can be written as P plus Q whole square minus 2PQ. Okay. So we'll simplify this. P plus Q whole square. P plus Q, we have already found out the value. What is the value? Minus 18. So just put the value here. Minus 18 square. Minus 2PQ. Now what is the value of P and what is the value of Q? Put the values of P and Q. The given values of P and Q are, the given value of P here is 2 minus root 5 divided by 2 plus root 5. And the given value of Q here is 2 plus root 5 by 2 minus root 5. Now this becomes 18 square is how much is 18 square? Yes, let me check here. 18 square is 324. Fine. So 324 minus twice. And in the numerator, see, this is the product of this and this. So we write it, 2 plus root 5 into 2 minus root 5. 2 plus root 5 into 2 minus root 5. And similarly here in the denominator, you have 2 plus root 5 into 2 minus root 5. In fact, numerator and denominator both are of the form A plus B into M. But however, what you see here is these two cancel. 2 plus root 5, 2 plus root 5, 2 minus root 5, 2 minus root 5. They actually cancel out. So no point even if we are getting it. So it becomes very easy. 324 minus, they cancel out, you get 2 into 1 simply. So you get 324 minus 2, which is 322. And that is your answer. Okay, and now we work out the last one. The last part of this, the last part is P square minus Q square. This is very easy. P square minus Q square. This is a square minus B square form. And you know A square minus B square is A plus B into A minus B. And P plus Q and P minus Q, you have already found out the value, isn't it? In part 1, you have found out the value of P plus Q. In part 2, you had found out the value of P minus Q. Just put it here. P plus Q here, P plus Q here is minus 18. And P minus Q here is 8 root 5. Okay. So therefore, if you multiply these two, 18 into 8 is 144 with a negative sign, minus 144 root 5. That's it. Okay. So I'll stop here.